Okay, guys, what's up? I think I'm gonna use this as a kind of a another, escape from the Bronze League. A little help or series, if you will. It's not really a series, just trying to help some people out. So if you're anything above the Bronze or Silver um, League, then this probably won't help you, or you will already know it very well. So in this, we have to pick the perfect unit composition to counter the enemy unit composition. And of course, in this, you can already see um, they already give you units to counter it, and you can already see what units the enemy is sending in. But in the real game, you need to scout really well to know all of this stuff. So, round one, here's the hint for round one. Zerglings are fast and deadly, but are vulnerable to area damage. Use the Hellions area attack to destroy them. Okay. Banelings explode on contact, doing heavy damage. Put your siege tank in siege mode to destroy them. Be sure to put your siege tank in front of your supply depot. Mutalisks have a bounce attack that hits up to 3 targets. Place medvacs over your marines, and medevac's healing will compensate for the extra bounce damage. Okay. So, Mutalisks have bounce attack that hits up to 3 targets. Okay. That's something you guys might not have known. So let's go ahead and see what we got. So the main goal is to protect the supply depot from getting taken out. And here you can see the main objectives: protect all structures. The 3 rounds. There's 3 rounds, and you want to protect your supply depot, obviously. So if you lose more than 20 units or less, they give you like a silver bonus objective, and if you lose 10 units or less, you're gold. So in that, let's try to get gold and not lose any units. So what we're going to do, so the Mutalisks are down here, so we need to send the Marines down there. Obviously, they can attack land and air. And we need the medvacs down there, as the hint suggested. So let's go ahead and do that. And over here we've got the Banelings, so we're going to send our tank down there. They said put it in front, so we will do that. We'll also send the Ghost over here to help out the siege tank. And Hellions to take on the Zerglings, and that's a lot of Zerglings, but this amount of Hellions should take them out pretty easy. So let's do some decent micromanagement real quick before. So let's get each Hellion at a good position to attack.
Are you ready for this?
So we don't have to do, we have a good surround on the Zerglings. So that should do that pretty well.
Sounds sweet. I'm waiting on you.
Let's go ahead and say we're ready. So it looks like our Hellions are going to be
All day long.
attacking first, and I kind of brought them out of their position. Let's see if any of them get below a certain amount of health. Select that unit and pull. Let's put the tank in siege mode, and here come the Banelings. So we can select our sniper or our ghost and just snipe off some of these units without any problem. And we did take some damage to the supply depot there. A little hint on the siege tanks. If your enemy gets too close to your siege tank, the siege tank won't be able to attack it if it gets too close. So we are losing a decent amount of Marines. Not really what I wanted. Not really what I hoped for. Let's try to move these Marines back. All right, we lost 4 units in the first round, which isn't very good. So that's something I could work on. Better micromanagement. Although those mutilings do have that bounce attack, that bounce around. So if that were me in real game, I'd probably supply more medvacs for those units. So that's something to note. And the point of this is just to let you guys know, helping you guys out, knowing units and knowing their counters. Of course, this won't help you very much against Protoss, but if you play Terran or Zerg, it could help you. Alright, so
Waiting on
let's
you.
go to the help menu. Okay, let's read what they have. Counters. Some of your units are more effective against certain enemies. Try to counter enemy units with the right mix of your own units. Check the hints on this page if you want more clues. Okay, we already knew that. Round 2. Roaches. Roaches are heavily armored and regenerate their health very quick. Marauders have anti-armor attack that makes them ideal for destroying the roach. So Marauders are really good against roaches. So we also have an Ultralisk in round 2. So Ultralisk Talons can hit multiple units at once. Use your Marines to defeat this foe. The speed bonus from Stimpack can help you stay out of the Ultralisk's reach. So we also have Hydras in round 2. Hydras are effective against air units and light vehicles, but are vulnerable to area damage. Put your siege tanks in siege mode to destroy them. So there you have it. Ultralisks are not good against splash damage because they do bunch up like a lot of other units, but I guess Hydras have light armor. So you want to use the siege tanks to get them against them, obviously. So don't use light vehicles against Hydras. So let's say Hellions or Helions. I'm just gonna say Hellions because there's 2 L's there. They would be terrible against Hydras. So let's go ahead and use those tips. So we have an Ultralisk over here. Let's go ahead and use those Marines. And these 2.
Let's go.
The Medivacs and this Ghost against it. Let's bring these siege tanks down here against the Hydras, and we're gonna go Marauders against Roaches. Now, if I do this right, all of my Marauders should stay alive against these Roaches. I'm hoping they do. We'll have to see how it ends up.
Go on. First round's on me.
So we have a good surround there, and these siege tanks, let's get them lined up and ready to go.
Rock and roll. What's our target?
Let's get a good surround.
Your best shot. Rolling.
Okay, so there we go. We should be in good shape here. I'm worried about this fight though. It should be pretty good though. It's going to be a good fight. I'm going to try not to lose any units here, but we'll just have to see what's going on. So I think we're going to stim against these roaches to ultimately deal great damage against them. There we go. We lost no units there. That was good. I don't think so. It says round 3 losses, none. Okay. In the top right.
I'm on it.
We're going to use Stimpack for these Marines here. And we're going to select this. We're going to snipe it a couple times, a few times. There we go. We didn't lose any units there. That was really good. Actually, we're on round 2, not round 3. That's my mistake. We've lost 3 units so far. So we've lost a total of 7. And our siege tanks are doing really good against these Hydras. These Hydras have no chance. I'm hoping... There we go. None of the siege tanks get taken out. We had a good surround on them. But the downfall of, I guess, lining them up like this, we should probably say that this siege tank can't attack very many Hydras over here, and vice versa, but we didn't really have that problem in this, so that's good. So, if I want to say one thing, if you're going against the Zerg and you're Terran, they're probably going to go Banelings, so be careful of putting your siege tanks, you know, sieged up right next to each other, because if they do get through, it'll do some good splash damage. So let's go ahead and look at the tips for round 3. We have Broodlords and Zerglings in one section, so use Vikings in fighter mode to kill the Broodlords, and Hellions are area damage to kill the Zerglings. Hydralisks and Roaches use siege tanks to destroy the Hydralisks and Marauders to counter the Roaches. Don't forget to put your tanks in siege mode. Mutalisks have a bounce attack that hits up to 3 targets. The Thor's heavy armor and anti-armor batteries make it ideal to counter. So, that's really good. Thors are really good against Mutalisks because they're usually all bunched up like that. So let's take the Thors, and we're gonna move them down here. Let's see. This should be fine. And so over here we have the Broodlords, and Broodlords have some good health. They're good against pretty good against Vikings. They have 225. Which is pretty good, and we're also going to send our Hellions over here to go against these Zerglings. So that leaves the Hydras and the Roaches. So we're going to go down here, put our units somewhere around here.
Give us your best shot. Let's roll.
Marauders. We're gonna put the Marauders in front a little bit.
No patience for sitting around. Yes, sir. Lay it on me. What's that?
We're gonna siege up. We're going to select.
Give me the sit rep.
Time's a wasting. Got it.
We're gonna hotkey these guys.
Where's the emergency?
For hotkey 1, just so we can stem up pretty easily. Actually, we're going to use the Marauders as 2, so we can easily move back and forth and stem. Stem pack is T, by the way, the hotkey to use. Okay. Incoming attack. Okay, let's get some of these Vikings in good position.
Yeah, right.
So these Zerglings are probably going to move in soon. And here we go. Let's move these Vikings in to take out these Broodlords. And these Hellions are doing a pretty good job. We actually didn't make gold, as you can see. We are losing some Hellions to those Broodlings, which is bad, really bad micromanagement on my part, to be honest. I didn't do very well. There we go. So we lost 9 on round 3. We did make silver. Actually, we're not done yet. Obviously. Let's try to micro this guy out of here. Get him out. Get him out. I'm gonna try to get this guy out of here too. There we go. Good micro that time. He had 4 HP, so we made silver. You know, I could have done better and made gold, but I think you guys understand, you know, how to get gold, so I don't really need to redo this. I'm gonna be leaving, so peace.